All right, hello and welcome to SummerCom. I'm going to make a couple of videos. This one's going to be introducing the topic and looking at topic 1. So looking at the course and looking at topic 1. So the first place to go is tac.com/calm, CALM. You can see the URL right up there. I'll also put it as the first link in the email that you probably got this video from. So you'll see the course has 3 sections. And there's an introduction piece. So let's start with the introduction one. It's opening a Google Doc in a new tab here. Slowly it's opening it. As I record a video, it slows down things a little bit. As that's opening, you'll see there's lessons and activities and then a checklist for each one. So a checklist is a great way to keep track of all the pieces that you have done. And the lessons and activities will be all the links you need. Most of them are actually linked on the checklist as well. So that's still going. So checklist over here. So this is what it looks like for topic 1. So you have 3 sections of the course. You have to post on the community. There's the first section. So if you look at it, this is the community. This will be a separate link in your email. And it will be an invitation that says you've been invited to join the community. And so for this, the first section, you have to post for all these dimensions of wellness. So there's 8 dimensions, and for each one you have to do a post and a response. So get that out of the way. You'll see that there's also assignment information and a rubric here. So it's kind of like, well, how long does my post have to be? How am I being marked on these posts? This is the page. So this helps you know what you have to do, and this helps you know how long it should be, and all of those different pieces. So there's a step-by-step guide here on how to post on the community. And what's really cool is we've put you in the community that we've had students in already, so you can see what's there already. So there's some examples of posts here. We love links, we love pictures, and then this is how you're marked on those posts. So you're excelling, meeting, approaching, not yet. You can always redo a post if you're not happy with your mark. So if you get a 2 and you're like, oh, that's only like 50%, because it's actually combined marks, so it would actually be at a 6 in the end. But so if you get a mark you don't like, you can always redo it. Remember that. So back on the community, so I have to post an emotional, social, intellectual, spiritual, physical, sexual health, technology, media, balancing interactions. Ooh, and some people were just posting on there. You can see there's new ones, things I have to go mark. So say I'm on intellectual. So I'm going to click on intellectual over here. And it's good to have an idea of what you're going to write ahead of time. If you do that in a separate Google Doc, if you have some notes sketched out, you can always just paste into this box. But this is where you can add photos and links and see how it's going under intellectual. So don't just post it in a general way. Make sure it always has this little tab so I know which one it's under. If you accidentally post it in the wrong spot, you see if I hover over the word, I can change where it goes. Awesome. So the point is you're learning about wellness and you're learning about interacting online. Now you're online. Notice we have full sentences. We have capital letters. We are posting it it's a closed social network, so all the other people in your class can see it. So be thoughtful about your profile picture. Feel free to have a profile picture, but be thoughtful about that. It's interesting. Nice to make it stand out and be about you. So you can see some examples of what's already there, so that should help you get a good sense. So back to the checklist. So I have to do different posts and respond to each of them. So respond to somebody else's. So I have to do a physical post, respond to somebody else's physical post. That's not too bad. All right. Section 2, film study. Again, there's a link here. Gives you what I can do and how to mark it. So it says choose and watch film. That's not a hard assignment. And then post your reflection to the community under the film study section. So down over here, see film study. There's people posting today. That is so awesome. I obviously have some marking to catch up on. So film study assignment. So you can see over here. Here's some suggestions. If you have another movie that you think, so what we're trying to do is bring the dimensions of wellness together. So then it's reflecting on how this movie relates to wellness, the barriers faced in it, healthy relationships maintained. So if you have a different idea for a movie, run it by me first. Chat me, email me, and again, how it's marked. So the last piece is an inquiry project. Now, how this section is marked can either be 40% on section 1 and 2 and 60 on section 3, or 60% on 1 and 2 and 40 on 3. So it's whichever one you do better on. So if you spend way more time on the posts than the project, we'll give you more marks for that and make that 60%. If you really dig into the project and you do a really good job of that, then we'll give you 60% and 40 for the other. So it kind of depends on where you spend your time. You have to do it all, but we'll mark based on the good things you do. So inquiry planning sheet. So when you look at it, it says fill it out and get it approved. So you have to post your plan to the community. Again, if you look down on the side here, check it out, inquiry project proposal. So you can see where it all goes. So here's where you can plan it. So think about the dimensions of wellness that you posted to. Maybe, you know, you were finding the emotional wellness section. There's something interesting that you wanted to jump into more. Go for it. So then you can start to really see where that goes to. So complete that plan. And I'll probably email you and say, hey, think about this, think about this. When you're really thinking about your project, think about 3 things. What you think about the topic, what the research says about the topic, link to some research, and then somebody else's perspective on the topic. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's another family member, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's an expert on it. So we want your perspective, researcher's perspective, and somebody else's perspective. And it can be presented in a lot of different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be based on technology. You can build a doc, you can build a website, you can make something, make a movie about it. There's lots of different ways to actually present it, and that is part of the inquiry planning sheet, is how am I actually going to present it. All right, so that's topic 1. I'm going to go back over to the TAC here. This introduction piece just kind of gives you an outline of what's going on here. Oh, intro to COM is, wow, still loading. Oh, there it goes. It has some personality profile tests in it that are kind of neat, and then it just takes, so it's kind of a neat way to start COM if you want to and look at some of those neat pieces. So that's that introduction piece. There's nothing there that's marked, but have a look. This is where you start getting into the marked pieces. So the lesson 1, the topic 1, lessons and activities, and the checklist. I'll make a second movie about finance and a third one about careers. You can go into any topic at any time, but I wanted to get you started with number 1.